There are business leaders out there who achieve what they want. And there are all the others. Leading is a discipline, an art, not a talent. You can learn it, you can even master it. Make sure you get what you want. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening whenever you listen to this. Welcome in the Live It, Lead It podcast. I'm your host, Olaf Kapinski, and I have Musab with me as well. Hi, Musab. How are you doing?
Hey, Olaf. How are you?
Very, very good. We have an interesting topic today, as you may have seen it in the headline, is the science of excuses. And I know everybody hates it. My coaches hate it, especially when they explain me the things, why they don't do what they know what they should do, and then I call it an excuse. No, Olaf, you must understand, this is not an excuse. And now we have the professional here, Musab.
Yeah.
You're a psychologist.
I am.
And give us the arts between excuses, or the science behind excuses.
Right. So the science behind excuses. So we're talking about excuses, but the scientific term would be cognitive dissonance.
Cognitive dissonance. So next time when I call you excuse yourself, then you just tell me, no, I'm just
cognitively dissonizing. No, that's not a word. Okay. So let's start with the definition. I think that's better. So cognitive dissonance is that emotional tension that arises when a person becomes aware of simultaneously holding two conflicting beliefs, or when that individual detects the existence of like a lack of consistency between attitudes and behaviors.
Okay, so that was science.
Yeah, that was science. Long definition. Basically, it's when you're doing something that internally you do not agree with.
Can you give us a very straight example?
A very straightforward example is, purchasing perhaps a new car that is not fuel efficient, but at the same time, you believe yourself to be a very environmentally conscious person. Right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's go. Wait. Let's go into this one. Okay.
Yeah.
I call myself environmental. I have an eye on green, and I just do all of these things. But I go to my, Dodge dealer.
Yeah.
To stick to this American example, because when it comes to useless cars, I like the very, very big ones, which they have over there.
Oh yeah.
So. And here it is, the new shiny, Dodge Ram with this heavy metal motor inside, and it just burns 17 liters minimum.
Yes.
Okay, so why should I do this? I mean, I'm environmentally okay. And
environmentally conscious.
Yeah, conscious. And then I go there and I stand there at this, stay to this example, in the Ford shop, and he says, dude, this is your offer.
Right.
And here I am.
Well, here's the thing. Cognitive dissonance causes us to have emotional discomfort. So the minute you realize, I really want that car, internally, you're like, wait a minute. This bad boy is going to take up a lot of gas. It takes up a lot of road. For one person back, it's not really necessary. So there are 3 ways to resolve cognitive dissonance. Okay. The first way is to change your behavior. So you say, no, I'm not going to get that Dodge Ram. I'm going to stay with my little eco electric car.
I go Tesla.
Okay, right, exactly. 2 is to change or justify your view. Now, I'm not saying anything as drastic as suddenly you don't care about the environment, but you say, well, I can get the car, but instead, I'll be more efficient with wasting water. I'll be more careful leaving the lights off. I'll find a way to make up for that. So you kind of justify your view.
You plant a tree.
Exactly. Or the third way is to add a new cognition, so new thought or new viewpoint. So maybe you do say, you know what? I don't think the environment's that bad. I'll be all right. It's only one car. Even if I don't get a car, someone else is going to get it. Might as well. So those are like basically the 3 different ways that you can resolve that and avoid feeling those that discomfort, that internal confusion.
So we're talking about very, very quick and instant thought processes.
Yes,
When
yes.
the Ford dealer guy just puts the contract right in front of us and opens the pen for us.
Exactly, almost instantly. You're gonna have these thoughts, and
Why do
then
we do that?
well, human beings are designed around feeling comfortable, feeling positive, feeling good. So when you feel that internal confusion, you feel that internal angst, you want to resolve it in the quickest way possible. And those 3 ways are it. You can change your behavior, you can change your view, or you can add a new view.
And this brings it to the point. This is usually how every good excuse is made. And
Yes.
the beast of the excuse is that it happens in your own brain. So
Right.
usually you don't see this.
Right.
So let's take another example. My famous sports example. We are recording this at the end of November. So New Year is coming, and lots of people are still making these New Year
Yes.
wishes. And I want to change my life in the next year, and 2020 will be blah 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 blah.
Right.
And this then, not much happens in
No.
February on.
No.
And that's the same thing that hits us. I mean, it's quite stupid to say in January, especially when you had a beer or two.
Oh yeah.
I start running and I do the marathon in June. And next morning you just wake up over motivated, and then it starts. And dear listener, what I'm telling you now is not an excuse. It's an explanation. And you believe it's a valid explanation. This is the demon behind it. You see your shoes and you say, no, I've read this page, and when you run in these shoes, you just hurt your ankles. You see where the excuse comes? By the way, it's quite cold. I want to get healthy, but when I run outside, then I have another belief that says when you run at minus 10 degrees, then you get cold next morning, and then you're just sick off for a week. That's not worth the price. The demon takes over.
Right. That's a very good one. Also, a good one is, January 1st is on a Tuesday. There's no possible way I can start a fitness regime on a Tuesday. You know what? I'm going to start the next Monday. There's nothing wrong. Next Monday.
Guaranteed.
Right.
Next Monday.
But wait. When Sunday comes around, your coworker says, hey, let's go out and let's get a pizza, let's go drink beer, whatever. And so Monday comes over and you have a report due and you went out yesterday, you couldn't do it. So look, the best thing to do would be to start next Monday.
Absolutely.
Right? And then all of a sudden it's January 15th. Again, you can't start something in the middle of January. Let's just hit it for February. And that's why you get to next year not having achieved what you've set out to achieve.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that was not an excuse, Musab. You need to understand that was the explanation.
It's an explanation.
This is how the life works.
Explanation. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what it was.
How to get around this?
How do we get around it? Well, so you kind of have to stop yourself and almost stay true to your ideals, stay true to your goals. Okay. Hold yourself accountable to what you want to do. Okay. When you are that almost open with anything, and okay, if we go back to the car example, I'll plant a tree, or I'll do this, or I'll do that. You basically have to think about it in a way that you're almost sabotaging yourself. You're sabotaging your ideal by listening to these excuses, explanations. No matter how good they are, you're not getting to your goal. So I found a very good way is almost setting your goal and writing it down, right?
Yep.
When you can put something on paper and you can visualize it, it's concrete, it's real, it's a way to hold yourself accountable. Have you used anything like that in the past, Olaf?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think there are a lot of programs that require you to hold yourself accountable, not just to yourself, also to others.
We do the same in the Leadership Stars program,
Exactly.
which we run. We force the participants to write down what they want to have, make it visual. And then we have this 6 o'clock, which is a call every Monday, the first Monday of the month. And then it's reporting time. And then just go, give it to me. And I'm not letting you off the hook with these lame excuses.
Right.
So visualizing is the one thing. I love the visualizing part.
Yes.
I would even add prioritizing, because this is your life. The podcast name is Live It. And that means live it. You only have one life. And you can either be driven by excuses or you just become successful.
Right.
How do you do that? I know you do excessively sports. How do you do that? What drives you?
So a good thing is to find, obviously I don't want to say that you can't find this within yourself, but a kind of, a social crutch would be to find someone that's as passionate about something as you are. So having a friend, having a mentor or a coach, someone that holds you accountable, it's an external motivation, because no matter how strong you are, you can ask the fittest person, the best athlete on the planet. There are days when you, quote unquote, don't feel like it, right? And when you have someone to push you out of your own comfort zone and make you do it, that is a really good way to kind of give yourself that boost that you need, right?
How do you do it in all the other days?
On all the other days, you need to find it within yourself to realize that you're not always going to feel like doing something. So let me ask you this, listeners. There are some days when you don't feel like going to work, but 99% of the time you end up going to work. Why? Because you say, well, I get paid, right? This is my livelihood, right? So you need to prioritize whatever your goal is, to be more successful at work, or to be more successful in health, to change your diet, or to eat a certain way, or to do something. Whatever that goal is, you need to find a way to prioritize that and work at it as hard as if there was someone behind you watching, as if there's someone requiring you to go into that office. The gym's not an office. That healthy restaurant is not an office, but it's something that should provide you with as much fire and motivation as, hey, I have to go to work to get a paycheck.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. And let's go back to your objectives. I think this is not about going to the gym, to stick to that example.
Exactly.
This is about next summer come, and you are on the beach, and all of these ladies or boys, whatever you prefer, and what gender you are not even shyly looking at you. They are staring at you, and you know what I mean.
Exactly.
This is what this is about. If you focus only on the next push-up and on the muscle pain afterwards, and screw it, you will not make it if you only focus on the activity, which then has to do, push yourself out of the comfort zone. Exactly. You're not going into the gym for the first 100 push-ups. You only go into the gym for the last push-up. This is the one that counts. And
that's exactly it. Yeah.
This is the one that hurts. So when your focus is on the last push-up is the one that hurts, and you focus on the hurting part, make a guess what you do. You ain't going to go anywhere. So I love it. Just visualize your goal, visualize your biceps, to try in this example. Visualize, let's go back to the car example. Visualize how this car either, depends on your belief system, kills the whole nature, or the whole environment gets very well along with it. This is how this works. And then you just do what you do.
Right. I think a great quote to sum a lot of that up is, when the small things matter as much as that last goal, that's when you will achieve. Meaning, when that last push-up is as important as, for example, winning a trophy in bodybuilding, that's when you're going to get to that elite level, because most people never do that. It's always like, I know I'm supposed to read. Reading is very important in terms of bettering yourself. I know I'm supposed to read. I set a goal to read 4 books a month. 3 is good enough. Good enough is almost it's an oxymoron, because good is a positive, enough is a negative. If something is good enough, it is by definition, by itself, not enough, right?
Good call.
Yeah.
Absolutely good call. Yeah. And it's all about, as you said, it's all about, what do you want to be? Do you want to be as average as your surrounding? Okay, then switch off this podcast. This is not for you. Or do you want to just stand out and do your thing and want to be awesome and want to live a cool life? Then throw away all of these excuses, and Musab has given you the science behind this excuse. One last thought. Yes, you can start a diet. You can start a nutrition change at the 3rd of December.
Oh, yeah.
This is not impossible. The point is, do you want to achieve? Do you have a picture in your brain what you want to achieve? Or do you only see whatever you see is negative? You can easily do that. There is no reason for moving this. Oh no, I can't start on Tuesday. I need to do next Monday. No reason. It's all in your brain. So shoot your demons. By the way, these demons are evil beasts because they know you for a life.
Oh, yeah.
They know you. So whatever you call an explanation, we might call it an excuse.
Right.
If this drives you into the wrong direction, if this doesn't support what you want to have, what you want to be, what you want to achieve. Cool.
Great.
What's up? Thanks very much for the explanations on this one.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Bye, man.
You too. Bye.